Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm greeting you, bringing macroeconomics. We didn't do macroeconomics last week, did we? Did we? No, we didn't. We did microeconomics. Now we have to go further and define what macroeconomics is. They look the same, but they are not the same. As I said previously, macroeconomics is a branch of economics that is defining economy at a larger scale, as I said. It could be regional, continental, or global, or at international level. Macroeconomics is looking at the economics of countries or economies. How they do comparable to one another. They look at performance of a particular country or countries. They look at the structure internally within those countries. How is trade going? What are the effects? They look at the behavior. How is the economy going? So that is at international level or at regional level or continental level. They also look at the decision making of any economy. Like for instance, your country, how is your country doing as far as trade with other countries are concerned? Is it going up the ladder or down the ladder? How is it performing, right? What is the structure? What are the behaviors internally? So the countries compete at that level. They use things like interest rates, for instance, in a particular country, taxes, for instance, and government spending. Those are the things they choose to pick up. How is the government spending? How are the taxes in that country? And then the interest rates at the same time, or vis-a-vis the interest rates at a particular time, or interest rates at global level. Now, all these will be governing the stability in a particular country or the economic growth of any particular country. Now, I have already said, how is the economy doing? Or how is that particular economy, if we are referring to the country, doing at regional level, at international level, and also at national level? Now, this means that, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking at the health. We are looking at the health of macroeconomics, global, comparing the countries at a particular point in time. We are looking at certain goals per country or per economy. What are the goals? Economic growth. Is the economy growing? Because they are aiming at that anyway. You cannot trade and then you think that the economy of the country is not affected by your particular products, by what you are doing at microeconomics. So they are looking at the economic growth of particular countries. They are looking at the employment of people. Are they people fully employed, or there is unemployment in a particular country? If there is unemployment, at what percentage? They are looking at the prices of commodities or goods. How are you selling a certain product? Is the inflation high or low? All these kinds of terms are used in the macroeconomics. Macroeconomics also affects the standards of living of people. Macroeconomics, I'm repeating myself, also affects the standards of people or the standards of living in a particular country. Sometimes the standards of living in a particular country is high, sometimes is low. An example, countries like UK, for instance, the standard of living is very high. The pound is very high. It's costly to be there. But if you come down to Africa, our standards of living are very low, comparable to the outside world or the first world, if you want. Because anyway, we are referred as third world countries because our economies are not even comparable to those of the Western countries. I've mentioned the focus, like they will be focusing at inflation in a country. Are the prices low or high? They will be focusing on unemployment, and also they will be focusing on the national output in that particular country. So when they are looking at those kind of things, they combine everything that is happening in that country. They talk about the output. All these are considered as an aggregate, meaning that they combine so many things and then come out what is the output of a particular country, what is the gross domestic product, what is production, what is income and expenditure. Those are the kind of things they look at in a particular country at macroeconomics level. Now, maybe you would want to know what is economic output. What do you mean when you talk about economic output? I said it combines so many things. It is defined as an aggregate. It is defined as an aggregate. An output of goods and services per economy. Output of goods and services per country. So we call that an economic output. They also look at the gross domestic product. I have mentioned that. What is a gross domestic product? A gross domestic product is a monetary measure of the market value of all the final goods produced in a particular country, or of all the final goods and services in a particular country at a specific time. Really, not all the time. They choose that particular time when they are supposed to look at the gross domestic product of a particular country. Maybe let me come back and explain that further once more. A gross domestic product is a monetary measure of the market value of the final goods and services of a particular country at a particular time. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to stuff you with many things. For that matter, us at our level, we are taking everything at entry level. If you go on following economics, your definitions will go further than what I'm saying today. Here, we are still introducing you to the economic terms at entry level. That is maybe grade 10 level. That's it. Grade 10, 11, 12. That is matrix. You can't teach detailed stuff to people who are at that level, at matric level. So this is the introduction of macroeconomics. I thank you, ladies and gentlemen.